Oh my God, I've like gotten ready after I think 3 months. Last I got ready for a wedding in January. उसके बाद मैंने like आज blush और lipstick और everything to put myself together किया है. I feel so much better after so much things going on, and I'm so excited for today's video. So Kattu, I have been receiving a lot of DM on Instagram, surprisingly or shockingly, because I understand ki fertility, it's extremely sensitive. Not everybody can put their self out there. So I posted like this video a few months back, and it actually crossed 1,000 views, which I'm so impressed and shocked. And I have been receiving a lot of questions, especially about eye mums. So one last time, I'll be making a video on eye mums. I have like literally curated a bunch of questions, which is right on my screen here so that I don't miss anything. I've tried my best, but in case I do, you can put that in the comments and I'm going to answer it. I know that everybody cannot like put their name out because of whatever reason. I understand and I acknowledge it. But having said that, I really want to address it for one last time. Post this, I'm not going to talk about time moms because my journey is over, but let's get into it. So, the number one question is, why did I join iMoms? I've made like a detailed video about my series and my journey, about my fertility journey, which I'm gonna pop right here or here, somewhere right here. The entire playlist, you can go watch it, take some motivation, and just hear me out. But today, I'm just gonna give you like a little brief. So, basically, I had like a TB in my left fallopian tube, and post that, I was not able to conceive. Then, I actually went to a gynec who said that, let's try for few years. I mean, sorry, for few months, and then you can probably come back. And I was not able to conceive then also. So I went back to her and she told me, let's do a laparoscopy and see if your fallopian tubes are blocked or no. We did a laparoscopy, and fortunately, my fallopian tubes were all good and happy and healthy. But I had like endometriosis, which I had no clue about. So basically, there was this chocolate cyst that was there in my left ovary, which they actually burnt and cleared it off. Post that, I tried, but I was still not able to conceive. And then I conceived, but unfortunately it was a miscarriage. So when I went to the doctor suggested me for IUI. But the whole thing was, the doctor told me that it is an unexplained infertility, which means they did not know why there was a miscarriage, why there was um to what why I was not able to conceive, basically, which was like not a great thing to hear. So I was really pissed, to be very honest, and very frustrated. So I decided that, what, I am not going to any gynec. I'm just going to be at home. I'm just going to take care of myself. I'm just going to be me, and let's forget about it. Okay. So what happened was, cut to I was just scrolling Instagram and I saw this thing on Instagram about eye moms, where they say that with Ayurveda, with diet, with lifestyle change, with yoga and everything, you can actually conceive, and you really don't need to do an IUI and IVF. Because personally, I really did not want to do an IUI, IVF. So I thought, let's attend the workshop and see how it is and everything. So I attended the workshop. The workshop was great. There were doctors, there were nutritionists, all of them in there who actually explained the entire process, which was really fab. So I was like, I've already spent like so much money. So let's invest in here and see if it works or no. Just to give you a brief, that time, I mean last year around July, I enrolled and I paid about 15,000 rupees for 3 months. So it's like a 3 months course, which is basically like a 12-week course. Okay. So I enrolled in it. Okay. So that is why I actually enrolled in iMoms, only because I wanted to try it out and test it out if I'll be able to conceive naturally through Ayurveda. So that was about it. So let's move to another question, because I'm just gonna speak, and I really hope that at the end of this video, this information that I'm putting out there is super helpful and you can make like the wise and best decision for yourself. So let's move to the next question, which is, what is iMums and how does it work? I've actually put my points as well, like what I have to cover so that I don't forget. So yes, so what is iMoms and how does it work? I've already told you that, iMoms is basically actually have come together with, like, they give you like one doctor, there is nutritionist, and there is yoga instructor. So all of these three combined is like a lifestyle change, like practically a lifestyle change where you've not been working out, you are going to give your body that flexibility to work out through yoga. Where you've been eating a lot of junk, a nutritionist is actually going to guide you and tell you, what actually you have to eat, and the doctor is actually going to do some blood samples. They're going to do a lot of tests, run a lot of tests, and see what actually is the issue. So this is how it works. And if I'm not mistaken, it is actually a Bij Sanskar program. That is how it is defined as. And honestly, to be very, very honest, it is a beautiful program. So I love the concept about it. So as soon as I enrolled in this program, a WhatsApp group was dedicated just for me, with a dedicated doctor and with a nutritionist. And there was this person who will, check on me, and if I have any problem, I can probably get in touch with that person. So there was this person also right there. And also there were like few different WhatsApp group that I was, put into, which was like, one was a yoga ka group where there were all the link shares and everything, where you can actually go and join the yoga session. Just to give you like a clarity, the yoga session is from morning, like about 6 o'clock to about 11 o'clock, and then 5 o'clock to around 7 o'clock. So you can join any yoga class based on your preference. Whenever you're free, you can actually join. So that is something which is really wonderful, and I really appreciate the fact, because if you're busy in the morning, you can probably join in the evening session. So, or whichever, you can probably experiment like a week where you see different yoga instructor, and whomever you like, you can probably join that class in specific. So that's great. Then you get like a nutritionist, and you also have like a group where they talk about wellness, they talk about emotionally where you are in life. And there are also different workshops that they conduct about nutrition, about there's a doctor who comes in and speaks, and if you have any question, you can probably ask them. There's a Zoom session that happens, so entire calendar, like a lot of activities are going on. Then there is also this beautiful concept of checking on your emotional um, being, how you doing emotionally, what can they do to help us, and all of it. But that is also very, very beautiful. I have to acknowledge that. Okay, so that is how iMoms work. So what happens is, with me, basically, every day when I spoke to the nutritionist, every day I had to actually send her the picture of the food so that she looks at it. She tells me what I can change, what I can't change, if I'm doing good, if I can incorporate something which will help. They definitely give you like a diet plan with, a lot of options, and also with like a lot of, a snack option, with what kind of drink you can take, and all of those, so that it really helps. So that was also superb. Having said that, I had my own experience which was not 100%. I've already spoken about it. I'm going to pop the link maybe right here or here for you to go and check that out after you watch this video. So let's move to another question, because I think I've been answering more than what the question is asked. So let's move to another question, which is, this is a lot of people who have asked me, like, should you contact Dr. Vani directly or enroll via iMoms? Now it depends, okay, because now, like at this point of time, I am actually in contact with Dr. Wani. Like individually, I have not extended my thing with IMAMS because of my own reasons. But if you think that you already know your problem, okay, so you can probably go directly to Dr. Vani and get that figure it out. Or if you really don't know about why there is infertility, why you're not able to conceive, you can actually go and take a consult. You can actually go and consult her and see how it works. But having said that, if you are someone who has like extremely bad lifestyle, I means your eating habits are terrible. If you do not have any physical activities, which means you don't hit the gym or you are not into yoga, then I would definitely encourage you to go and enroll in imams. Go watch their workshops, see what they talk about, because genuinely, if you get the correct people in imams, I means a correct doctor, a good nutritionist, and like a great yoga instructor, the your life is going to be super super easy. So that is something I would recommend. But if you think that you are like you're active during the day, you're physically active, and your lifestyle is great, you're very mindful about what you're eating and stuff, then you can probably directly go to Dr. Vani. Just take a consult in a consultancy, if that's the correct word. Just go talk to her, ask her, maybe she'll help you if you can, um if you should join IMAM. So no, I don't know, maybe she'll help on that ways. Because the problem is, now I got like a package of 15K for 3 months. But honestly, if you really need a good nutritionist, they actually charge, like outside they actually charge about 4,800 to 5,000 for a month, which eventually means 15,000 for 3 months. But when you enroll in IMAMS, I think it's much cheaper, right? Because like 15,000 hai, so every month you have to shed off 5,000, in which you're getting a doctor, for which you don't have to pay because you've already paid. You're getting a nutritionist, and you're also having like a yoga, which I think is a great price if you look at a price point. But if you consult Dr. Vani outside, she charges about 700 for per consultancy. I don't know if that word is correct. So for every appointment I take, she charges 700. And if the other call is within 14 days, then the next pricing would be about 500. So just imagine, for a month, if I'm having like an appointment with her, or I'm talking to her for four calls, or like four appointments, if I take, it's like 700, 700, 500, 500, which is 1,000 and 1,400, which means 2,400 for consultants. So my God, that's too much, right? And plus, then you're gonna pay for like a nutritionist. So I think in that terms, they are doing like a fab job. So like I said, I'd already explained it to you. So it's your call, like what you want to do. So the next question is, are bundle services, which means like having doctor, yoga instructor, and a nutritionist, really beneficial? I've already answered that. If you take everything together via IMAMS, I think it's much affordable, rather than you going individually to each of them, because it is going to be like too damn expensive. So I think that is something you should consider. Okay, now here I'm gonna talk a lot, okay, because the next question seems to be like me talking a lot, and it is gonna be super super helpful for y'all. So the next question basically is my personal experience with each segment. Let's talk about the doctor. I've already spoken, but if I'm making this video for one last time, let me talk to you all about it. And I really hope it makes sense. Okay. So I'm just talking about my experience. It's nothing to do with any of yours, because every individual ka journey would have been very, very different. Mine, basically what happened, I joined the IMAMS ka journey very excited, because I've never seen something where somebody's going to help me with my physical activity, with somebody who's just going to constantly be with me. If I have any question, I can probably message the doctor. If I have any question, I can check with my nutritionist. So I was very very happy. So the first doctor I got, not naming anybody, but the first doctor I got um was not good, to be very honest. So I had my first call with her and I was so damn upset. It was scheduled for the evening, but she kind of messaged and she's told me that, we'll do it at night. I was like, cool, maybe she'll be busy, that's fine. And already I'd gone through so much that I thought it's fine, man. Let's be as excited I was already. So I joined this session, I think about 8 o'clock at night, and now this doctor is like sitting with two kids, okay? Is sitting with two kids. I'm talking to her and she's busy with the two kids. She's like, the one kid was not well. She was feeding the other kids. So, she's feeding water. I'm talking to her. She's very, very distracted. So that first meeting did not go well. And I really was thinking that, she's going to check my um she's just going to ask me where I am in life, what all I've gone through. She's going to see all the reports and stuff, and she just prescribed the medication without doing like any test or anything. It was very weird because every time you go to a doctor to for them to understand what exactly you're going through, they actually ask you to run or go through some sample tests, ask you to do some tests so that they understand where exactly you are. I did check with the doctor. I was like, "Are you sure? Should I do some tests? Let me know. I'll get it done." She was like, "No, it's fine. I already know I have the reports. We'll start with the cleansing process of Ayurveda because, um, that will help with the further medication." I was like, "Cool." But I was not happy with it. I was like, "ठीक है, first time and maybe um the timing didn't be like great, fine." So I do this and then I order my medication. Now the medication took about 2 weeks to come in because I was not able to get the medication. And the problem with Ayurveda is, especially with Ayurvedic doctors, are especially Ayurved's doctor, they need medication which is Kerala based. And if you're somewhere in Kerala, great. If you're somewhere in Bangalore, great. But if you're some outside, it gets very, very difficult because I'm based out of Pune and it was so difficult for me to get the medication. And it was about 2 weeks. And after that, I got my medication. I started with the medication and then I receive a email that, let's let's have a call. And I was like, okay, the doctor said that let's have a call. I am another call. I'm on the other call. And now this doctor have actually switched off her camera and she's like again distracted by the kids. She's turning on the camera, she's turning off the camera, turning on and off and on and off. It really pissed me. I was like, no man, I am not able to connect with this doctor. I need to check. I need to find an alternative. And I again asked her, do we need to do some tests? She was like, no, this fine. And I asked her, the medication that you're giving me, what does it actually do? She was like, it does this, that. She did not frame it. She did not help me understand why even I was taking that medication. Okay, because I had no clue I was taking that medication. I just knew it was for cleansing. But she said some random stuff and it really pissed me off. So that was with the doctor. And then I got a doctor change. I spoke to my nutritionist. I told her that this is really pissing me off. I'm really, really frustrated. And she then told me that Dr. Wani is super strict, but if you're okay with that, I'll move you to Dr. Wani. I was like, no problem. Even if she's strict, I'm fine. But I really want to understand why there is a problem. I really want to know the root cause of it. And she was like, okay, we switched the doctor. The WhatsApp group me that the previous doctor was removed and Dr. Wani was put in. I had a call with Dr. Wani. Great call. She was sitting at her clinic. She had an assistant with her. She was like, she heard everything about me. She like from scratch, like bachpan se, like from my childhood to now, whatever happened, she heard that about me. And and she told me, I want you to go through all these tests and I want your husband to go through all these tests. I was like, cool. And she gave me so many tests. And you know what? How much did it cost? It costed me 15,000 now. So I've already paid 15,000 to IMAMS and this cost me another 15,000. So which means एक महीने में, like around in 1.5 month, I almost spent 30,000 plus the medication that I was buying. I did the test. A lot of tests was done, and we got the result. And then I came to know that I have Hashimoto, which is like I have a problem with the TPO, and I also have my prolactin level upper. Okay, now a lot of females out there, when I'm looking on the internet, a lot of people have a lot, uh, basically have like prolactin, which is super, super high. So I had that. And then Dr. Wani told me that this is the cause of your infertility, and this is the cause why you had your miscarriage and you're not able to conceive. You won't believe, I know that I should have been like super sad because, reports itne khatarnak aaye, like the reports were like next level, something that I did not expect. But I was so damn relieved that I got the answer. I was so happy that I got the answer that, I am not able to conceive because my prolactin level is high and I have like TPO, which is in Hashimoto. I was very happy. I understood that. But again, the problem was with medication. Every time she was giving me a medication, it took about 2 weeks to arrive, and it was not helping me because I did not take the medication throughout one cycle also. It was like uh, she's giving me a prescription, I'm having it, I'm having a call with her, and again there is like about 15 days for gap, and then I'm having my other medication. So there was so much gap that there was no consistency. And in anything, if there is no consistency, it's not gonna work. And I was really unhappy with that, because if iMums is, you know, actually considering all of these, I really wish that they also consider in terms of Ayurveda medication as well. A person sitting in Jammu, or a person sitting in Kolkata, a person sitting in Delhi, or a person sitting in Bombay or Pune will not be able to access the Kerala medication because it is going to take time. So I think they need to plan it according to that. I know that they would have a lot of patience and all of those, but if you're taking so much money and you promise to take care of each one of us, I hope with so much changes, and it's all already be like 7-8 months, I really hope that they would have brought in a lot more certified and like someone who really understand the psychology of a woman who's actually going through fertility journey, because that is extremely important. Nutritionist chalega, doctor, everything is fine, but if you don't understand the person and what that person is going through, if there is no humanity, it is not going to help at all, which I genuinely believe in it. Number one thing, basic thing is you have to be super kind, and you really have to empathize. You have to show empathy. I'm not even getting the word. You have to show empathy towards people around you, because you really don't know what that person is going through. They would be going through shit in their own thing. They would be having a bad day. You never know, and you just stop it off with your rude words, and it doesn't help, right? So it didn't help. What do I do? Another nutritionist chain, like, you every time you change your nutrition, you have to sit down with them for an hour and explain to them what everything you've gone through. And it is like, it's like you just drilling and just getting something that you really want to get rid of, is just getting and recalling and bringing it to the present. So that also doesn't like make sense to me. So that was about the nutritionist. So that was a very, very worst experience I had. But I really hope that they would have taken the feedback and there would have been changes and stuff. So maybe it will help you. But like I said, ask for change and see what is best suited for you. You can probably do it in the first 2 weeks to understand, yeah, which nutritionist you gel with, which doctor you gel with. Let's move to the yoga part. Yoga part was fab. First 2 weeks I was trying to understand which yoga instructor is good. Some were like super fast, some were like, they just used to say and you have to do it. They did not pace it out. I mean, they did not go as per our pace or my pace. But then I tried an evening slot where I was trying like a morning slot. I actually switched to an evening slot, and I got um yoga instructor. Her name was, I think, Stuti. Yeah, Stuti. Her name was Stuti, and she was fabulous. I mean, the yoga part have been like fab. You have to tell her, like, you're going through this and this. She'll help you. If you're not able to, she'll like, Bonnie, you can do it. Let's do another time. She will also little loud also sometimes, like very rare, but if you don't do thing, then she is going to be, which I also accept, that if you are trying to be lazy or something, she will just catch you and she'll be like, you have to do it. She'll help me. She really helped me in that. I really, really appreciated that. She used to ask, she used to greet, she used to, the yoga session was like the best thing ever. But like I said, I did that, and now at present I don't do yoga because I don't have someone to, push me. So I really miss those session. I really wish I could be with imams only for yoga session, but best option they don't have. Sorry, so that option they don't have, but I really wish they had an option only to join yoga. So that was done. Very pretty simple. When things are clean and neat and very beautiful, I have to appreciate it. So the yoga session with Stuti was amazing. Okay. Let's move to another question, which is, can we change our assigned doctor, nutritionist, yoga coach? Yes, you can. I've already addressed this. I think the question that are there, I would have probably covered it all, but let's see if there are any new questions. So yes, you can switch it very easy. On the WhatsApp group, you are going to get like one person to whom you can reach in case you're not able to, cope up, or you need help, and that person is really going to help you. Sneha did help me here and there. Sometimes she was also out of sight, but that's fine. She did help me where I really needed her the most. So that was great. So yes, you can switch. Let's move to another question. Was the WhatsApp group actually helpful? I think, yeah, it was. I mean, if they have made like a dedicated group for you, like only you and your doctor and your nutritionist and one person who's taking care of stuff, I think yes. But I also feel that they have to be like, active over there, especially, the manager or someone who's actually taking care of me. She should actually give me a call to check if the doctor and everything is going well. I think that is supposed to be their job, but that never happened. I had to approach them, but it's fine. I had an issue. So if you have an issue, you have to approach. That is one thing. But yeah, apart from that, I think the WhatsApp group is like fab because you don't mix it and you have everything in one place and like space. So that was fab again. Let's move to another question quickly, which is, what happened when I received, oh, when I reviewed iMoms on Google. So I'm gonna post it right here. This is something that I reviewed. I probably gave them like a 3 star, but I'm gonna post the entire review here if I'm able to. So it really pissed me off because the kind of thing and everything, I really wanted people to understand. And by the way, from that also people have come to my YouTube and my Instagram handle. So, these kind of things really help. I gave them like a 3 star because I wish, it's fine. I don't want to comment on that. I gave them like a 3 star, and I actually put everything there with the names and stuff and all of those because I really wanted to highlight, because, if a nutritionist, I don't want to name anyone right here, okay? I've already done that on my Google review. If a person, even if when I told the nutritionist that I'm going through shit, you really need to understand, I really don't appreciate, had the audacity to, put me down, not get back to me, had her ego, and all of those stuff, I think I can call out for that person. I don't really care, man. I really want people to understand that if you join iMoms, please do not go to these people because they're just gonna ruin your life. They're going to be like so damn strict. They're not going to understand your background. They're not going to understand where you are in life emotionally, how drained you are, or anything. They just want you to be like a robo. Whatever they say, you have to follow. So that really pissed me out. But if you read my review, you would also see where I had to appreciate people. I did, where I had to like give them out. I gave them out. Now the question is, what happened when I reviewed iMoms on Google? Basically, they called me up. They asked what happened. I explained everything to them. They asked me what they can do for me. Honestly, at this point, you served me. I paid you. Great. I really don't want your refund. Um, I mean, I don't know, man. You served me, right? So I don't want to be that person. Ki, okay, you just wasted my time, which they did. They did not help me with anything, which they did, by the way. But I didn't wanted to ask for a refund. That's something I had in mind because I did take their services. It was not a hit. Everything on me, can't do anything about it. So I never went back to them to ask a refund. But I genuinely thought if they thought that it was their mistake, they should have come back to me and they should have told me that let me extend it to you, let me see what I can do for you, let me, or probably I'll just refund it back to you, or if I can help. The motive was not that. I understood from the first call that they want me to like eventually remove or drop the names, but I did not address it. I was like, fine, because they did not also come up with that story or that thing like in brief. But the second time I received a call, one of the manager, or someone called who was like senior, of course. She said that people here are really demotivated the way you know you put the names, or we request you to just remove the names, and in future if you enroll we'll probably give you a discount and stuff. Bro, I have a problem right now. I don't even know if I'm going to conceive. She said, when you conceive and you join a program, we'll probably give you a discount. Do you even know if I'm going to conceive? Touch wood, I would. But do you really know that? Do you even know if I'm going to survive? Then how do you think so much about the future? You should tell me what you can do to fix my life right now and not future. And eventually her thing was, can you get the names down? I was like, no. They feel demotivated, they feel insulted. I felt the same thing. They did not come and apologize. I probably, when they came back to me, my last message, if I have it, I'm gonna put it right here. If I have the group chat, or if I've not deleted the chat or not deleted the group, I put it right here. When they asked me if I want to extend or anything, or if there's a feedback, I did give them a feedback, okay? That I did not like the nutrition and stuff. No one came back to apologize or to address, or even the nutritionist whom I commented never came back to say a sorry. Why do I drop your name, man? If you're watching this, why do I remove your name? Did you do anything good for me? No, right? So I am not doing anything bad for you. I am just trying to put things out there so that other people, like other a lakh or 2 lakh people, whoever is watching or reading the review, sees that my genuine post, and if it helps them, great, because you've been extremely, forget it, you've been not good, you've not been kind, you've not been helpful, you've just demotivated me. So yeah, so that was about it. So I did not remove anybody's name because I really wanted people to know the name, so I put that on Google. So you wanted to go read it out, you can read it. That's about it. Let's move to another question. Let's not make the space super negative. Let's move to another question. Um, are people genuinely benefiting from iMoms? See, like I said, um if you already know what the problem is and you're very super consistent with the diet, with your yoga, and with your medication especially, I think it is going to benefit, because I've read right now also, I read so many reviews where people have said that they didn't have one fallopian tube and they've conceived. They had like utter crazy shit going on uh in the reproductive organ, and they have conceived. So that's really beautiful. And if iMoms is actually helping people to conceive, I mean, God bless them. I mean, wow. I mean, what do I even see? I was not able to, different reasons, might be not for me at that point of time. That's fine, but I really think you should give it a try. What if it works for you, right? It's a wonderful program. I love the entire concept. I love how they will take care of your diet, make sure that you do your physical activity. There is a lot of engaging activity between the couples. That's fun. And you have a dedicated doctor. You can interact with them anytime, at any point of time, and they'll help you. So, you get the correct people, it's going to be a wonderful journey. Just be consistent with it. Okay, I think I've spoken a lot. It's been an hour that I'm shooting. Let's move to another question. So many questions. Okay. What am I doing now for my fertility and well being? Number one, let's start with the cons. I'm not doing yoga at all because I'm that person who really needs like a push. I knew that at 5 o'clock I had, because Tuti is going to be there and then she'll ask me the next day why you did not join. So with that pressure, I used to join even if I didn't feel like. But genuinely, I loved attending yoga session because it was fab with so much of twists and turns. So that I am not doing. Medication, I am in contact with Dr. Wani again, but it is not very consistent because of the medication. Like it's about a week now that I'm on no medication because the medication is on the way. It is coming from Kerala. So it is going to take another 5 days, which eventually means again 2 weeks. So it's the medication is not being consistent, but I'm really taking care of the kind of food that I'm having. A lot of fiber, a lot of protein, in terms of rajma, chickpeas, and like mushrooms. All of those mushrooms have like a tiny tidbit protein. Oops, sorry, the battery exhausted. So I was saying that I take a lot of things which has a lot of antioxidants in them. I also is I'm also on an anti-inflammatory diet because of my Hashimoto. So I really have to take care that nothing triggers. I'm off gluten and I'm taking care of my food bit. But apart from that, my exercise or my yoga is not happening. I've been very, very busy and lazy at the same time. But I do take time out after dinner. I go down for walk for about 40-45 minutes. That's something I've been doing consistently. Apart from that, I'm not doing anything. And as far as the uh, my journey is considered, I think I started my prolactin medication, which, like I said, it's on the way. I feel better. Honestly, I feel a lot more calmer now. So yes, lot of stress going on. So I'm trying to balance that as well. So this is something that is happening. It's not a great space, but it's still a better place to be. So I'm very happy about it. So let's move to another question that we have. So the next question is, what are the pros and cons of imams in my view? Okay. Um, let's talk about the pros. I think the structure, I mean, the way they have curated the entire thing is fabulous. Like getting everything for one dedicated person. I think that's fab. Number two is, you have this constant calls with them monthly or bi weekly, which is also great depending on, if you really want to talk, they're always available. So that's that. Then the costing when it comes to imams, I genuinely feel that when I go and see for a nutritionist right now, it's really expensive. So I think when you join imams, it really caters that, and it's much affordable. So that's that. Doctors, it's like a hit or a miss. I can't say it's a pro or a con. You get a great doctor, you get a great nutritionist, you get a yoga instructor and a good manager. It's fab. So that would also come under a pro or a con. You bifurcate it, but like I said, seek for help. Cons are, if for me, people were demotivating, I kind of did not like. Apart from that, I don't think there was any con. I really love the fact that they also used to have, like, on Saturdays, couple coming together and having some activity, doing yoga together, so that you are inclined, what is going on. So that's beautiful. Having like an emotional a being or wellness Zoom call where you have to check on people, and people, all the women coming together. That's fab. So that was also something that I really looked forward to. There was Dr. Wani or doctors coming in, nutritionists coming in on a Zoom panel and talking to a lot of women who's from imams. That also used to happen once a month. Yeah, so that was great. So that's the pros and the cons. I cannot like um bifurcate that, because with everything there was a pro and a con. Like with doctor, she was great, she is great, but the kind of medication and everything that is, I don't think is fair for a person who's actually investing so much and you don't help. Medication not consistent, it is not going to work. Nutritionist thought process is great, but the nutritionist I got was not good enough. So it comes with a pro and a con. So That was my take on iMums. So the next question is, would I recommend iMums? See, now iMums was like initial. Now a lot of firms have come in where they have actually taken this concept of, um, a yoga instructor, nutritionist, and a doctor. So a lot of firms are actually doing that. You can probably go check on the internet if there are firms. Take a workshop, see what works well for you. If not iMoms, maybe there'll be someone else who would cater your needs. You can actually check them out. But do take a workshop or do take one-on-ones before you enroll, because you're putting a lot of money in there, okay? And you cannot put it for 1 month because you're not going to see any result. You have to give your body like about 12 weeks, which is 3 months to see results. So that is what I say. So would I recommend iMoms? Yes, I would. But having said that, if you don't think people are right, ask for a switch. Please make sure that you do this about 2 weeks when you join and not wait for like 3 months and 2 months like I did, like a fool. So don't do that. And if you really don't want iMoms, you can probably see for an alternative, because a lot of firms are coming out with this. And I surely think there would be other firms who are doing like a brilliant job. So yeah, that's your take. But yes, would I recommend? I will. Okay, I think this is the last question. What to keep in mind before enrolling? Please do not keep your expectations like super high. Keep it moderate. If you get and things work out for you, great. Be very grateful about it. If it doesn't work out, don't get demotivated. There is something that you will definitely learn out of it. So always remember that. So just don't get demotivated. Just take care of yourself and things are going to fall in place. But this course have really helped me to cope up with people, to cope up with life, and have really helped me to understand that there is so much damn hate out there. Like, people are just, there are good and the bads that I've learned, but I've learned a lot of things. So I've already spoken about it. Let's not go into it more. But yes, just don't keep your expectations super high. Just do the things what your doctor and your nutritionist and your yoga instructor is telling you. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't, there is a lot of things ahead of you. Okay, then I think I've spoken a lot. This is going to be like a super longer video. I will probably make sure that I timestamp all of these questions so that it's easier for you. Whatever questions you want to go and have an answer for, you can switch to that. I really hope this made sense. I really hope this helped, because post this, I really don't want to talk about iMoms. I'm done. I'm out of iMoms. I think I was out of iMoms in October, and I really don't want to talk about it because I'm done. I've already reviewed them. I'm going to post the link of it in the description box below. I'm also going to link the playlist and the previous iMoms ka review that I had given in the description box below, so that it's easier for you to go and check that out. And I really hope it helps. But if you have any questions in regards to this video, you can definitely pop it out. You know why I tell you to pop it out in the comments? Because so many women out there are going through this, but nobody wants to talk about it. It will really help women to understand that they are not alone. You give them a boost and it will all make sense. You're just helping the other human out there, right? So do that. And I really hope this helped. And yeah, until next time, I see you soon. Bye bye. Love, love.